I'm Jill Marie, and welcome to Soulful Success. We're going to be talking about all of this. So let's get into this model.
Yes.
What will
Hello,
we
Ivan. I just want to say hello, Ivan. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. Let us know where you're tuning in from and how excited are you? All right.
What are we going to be covering today, Miss Amanda?
So today, I got so excited. I was like in my own little world, all excited, anyways. So today, you guys, we are going to be covering 3 different things. So uncapped earning model. This is what this webinar is all about. It is the business model that allows anything and everything, literally, that is aligned with you, and it impacts you, profit, and the planet. And we also recommend this model for generational wealth. Not any company that I have seen can offer generational wealth. And this company has a beautiful plan, 500-year plan, which is crazy, right? And then we talk about social media. So how to turn your social media into the gold mine that actually creates income and impact for others and yourself. And then it's a plug and play sales and system. So you receive high profit commissions by leveraging systems and offers so you can clear up some time freedom for yourself. Any freedoms, actually, but time freedom the most. That's where systems come into play. So let me ask you a question. Is the way you're currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you are working or not? Let that sink in for a second. Or will the money stop coming in when you stop working? Like that hits me every time I read that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yes.
Definitely. So this is the model that changes everything. You hear a lot about time freedom online, location freedom, health freedom, and financial freedom. But how this model is different is that it creates momentum. With the models that you see online, if you've checked into them or not, you'll hear a lot of different opportunities that you can make money very quickly, and other opportunities you have to create the business that creates the income for you. And regardless of what aligns with how you want to do business and your desires, this model actually has momentum. What I mean by that is you don't start over every month, and once you decide to build, it builds on itself. So you don't ever have to every month look at, or every year, oh, I got to start over. Oh, I got to do this. It builds on itself, which creates a faster return on your investment when you get going. And if you need to take a break, guess what? You can take a year or 2 off and come back and pick up where you left off. Or if you've built it to somewhat of a level, guess what? It still runs while you're off taking care of things that you need to take care of. That's why I love this. Oh, we're here. So I'm Jill Marie. If you're not familiar with me, I live in a little town of Louisiana, Missouri, came from an Amish farm. I'll just give you a little overview of my story. I was a teenage mom at the age of 15. So I kind of had my job career stacked against me when I got started. But the great thing was my parents were entrepreneurs. So I was very well aware of there's opportunities outside of having a job or having a career or having to climb the corporate ladder. But I had to have my own experiences, obviously. And so I did spend most of my life in a job, climbing the ladder. And it was very, very difficult because I made very little money and I was starting over every paycheck. trying to put a little bit away, trying to feed a kid, and without any child support, trying to do all of the things. So that required me to have more than one job, which left me with very little time for my son. So at a young age, probably the age of 19, I started in looking into side hustles, like Mary Kay, like, oh gosh, what was the other one? Amway. We all remember Amway. And there was a few others, but I can't remember them. None of which I did well at. Network marketing wasn't really, I guess, my jam at the time. I didn't understand it, and it required a lot of me that I didn't have to give. And it required me to start over constantly and be out talking to people and trying to sell a product that had very little um, profit, excuse me, hiccup. So years later, I did start a brick and mortar business, a service industry where I didn't know much about that either, but I knew I wanted more in my life. I went and I worked for another company for about 3 months and picked up everything that I needed to start my own business. My mom actually made the comment. She's like, "Why aren't you doing this for yourself? You're making $8 an hour. Like you could be making the whole profit." And it literally turned a switch on me in me. And I was like, I don't know, because I don't know how to do it. So put that system into play. And for about 8 years, I had, oh my gosh, I did very, very well. Very, very well. I made more money than I could have ever dreamed of. However, I had just bought myself a job and I still had to do the work to get paid, even though my work was valued more than working at a job. Eventually, burnout came. I got sick from working so much, and I went back to a corporate job, taking a pay cut of about $80,000 a year back when I was mm, my early 30s. Pay cut of $80,000. I had to start over because I had really nothing to put on my resume to show that I knew anything. I knew a lot, but it didn't matter. Fast forward, I went through all my experiences through corporate management, all the things, sales. In 2020, I manifested losing my job. I've never lost a job. I've never been fired from a job. And I was extremely freaked out. But I had already started this business a month earlier. So the universe, I guess, knew it was going to kick me in for a quick start. You're going to figure this out, Jill. No knowledge of online space. I didn't even know what the lingo was, didn't know what a funnel was, an email. Well, I knew what an email was, but utilizing email systems, like, not for me. But I decided that that's what I wanted to do because of this business model. I had looked through many business models because everybody had the perfect opportunity online to make money quickly. And that's what I wanted. However, there was more work to be done for me to make long-term money and generational money. So that is where I am today. We'll save the rest for another time.
I love hearing your story, and just everyone can relate to that, right? Like it's so amazing. Just little bits and pieces come out differently each time, and it's just
Mhm.
beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us, Joe.
Thank you.
So I am Amanda. From a very early age, I got into dance and yoga, and that kind of led the way for me for a very long time. Um, Even into adulthood, like I knew in the pit of my stomach there was more. There was more to life than a job, a 9 to 5 job. There was more, Like I wanted to do what I loved. So I chose dance. And with that schedule, I couldn't have an actual 9 to 5. So I got pushed into the night working, which it was great, but not for like a social schedule. So, I had my dance and yoga and then a night job. So I didn't really have much of a social life. But again, inside me, I knew there was more. So I was going from job to job to see how I can maximize me with less amount of hours. Um, and I did different companies, just kind of like Jill. I did a lot of low ticket. I'm still in doTERRA because I love my essential oils and I use those daily. But if you're going to do the work, the same amount of work, you might as well get paid high commissions versus low commissions.
Mm.
And this business opportunity came to me one time, and I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds awesome. Wasn't necessarily a priority for me at the time. Came back around probably a year later, but things have shifted in my world. The person that is very close and dear to me had found out he had cancer. So things shifted for us fairly quickly, and everything that we put into our body became a priority: water, food, X, Y, and Z. And it was a game changer. So we switched, and I didn't necessarily sign up for the business. I actually signed up for the products.
Mm.
However, noticing the changes and the shifts and what the products were doing for us kind of opened my eyes to the bigger picture. Hey, we all need water. We all need these products. Why not put the best in your body, on your skin, inside? Do what you need to do. Like that was like the message. Do what you need to do. This is the path for you. I got that very clear message and it became a priority. And then it's like, why would I not share the best thing that has happened to us?
Mm.
And then that is when I shifted and started learning all the things and how there's so many different avenues, so many different ways, and it aligns with me. It aligns with me, it aligns with my values, and it aligns with a lot in my life. I want to help others. I want to help myself. I want to help my family, and I want to save the planet.
Mhm.
That all aligns here. So I knew, and to this day, this was the right decision.
Mhm. I love your story too. Okay.
So this is the uncapped income model that we are going to be talking about. These are kind of the steps that we take in
Mhm.
order to make all of this work. So you are going to partner with an established company. We are going to share that company with you, but you partner with a company that already exists and choosing high ticket versus low ticket. So you're going to do the same amount of work. Why not make higher commissions versus lower commissions? Then you're going to share the product because you are going to fall in love with it. I promise you, you are going to share that product that is in demand. You're just going to share your experience. And then you're going to automate your systems. You are going to find the systems that do the heavy lifting for you, which allows, again, more time in your business for the things you need to do. And in turn for doing that, because you are supporting the company, you are the face of the company. They don't market. We are their marketers.
Mm.
We are the people that share about them. And then for doing that, you're going to receive a nice little high profit commission for that. I know.
Mm. So let's talk about creating your own offer versus affiliating with one. If you've heard of affiliate marketing, this is that. And it's amazing how it's been around for a very long time. I can't give you a specific year, but times are changing and companies are actually going with affiliate marketing because they don't have to hire people to be the face of their products, like Amanda was saying. If you remember all the celebrities that are on different products that would get us to kind of buy those products. Well, if I was, if I bought that product, I would be pretty too, or I would be thin too, or I would look this way, or people would think of that. They no longer pay celebrities to do that. And what I love about that most, it kind of it keeps us honest as affiliate marketers because you can smell fakeness a mile away, I will say. And when three people are selling, I hate the word selling, sorry, but when three people have the same products that they affiliate with, you generally go with the one that feels authentic to you, the one that you align with, that you resonate with, that you like, the one that's going to support you in even after you purchase your product. Um, but this is how the companies can actually pay the affiliates more instead of hiring a celebrity. Um, so let's go into creating your own offer. When you create your own offer, just so say you want to make your own amazing herbal products. Okay, let's use that for an example. Usually there's a high investment required. I'm usually upwards of multiple six figures. That could be anything. I'm not sure about that with making your own herbal products, but you need to actually buy the supplies, the packaging, you have to make it, and then you have to market it yourself. And of course, that does not free up your time or your profit or anything. In many other online businesses, you actually have to do everything and wear all the hats. Same with creating your own offer. You've got to get the email systems in line. You've got to, create your websites if that's what you do, or your groups, or use a platform maybe mainly like Kajaba, if you're going to create classes around the products that you have. Those are pretty, those are expensive. Trust me, they're very expensive. Plus, it takes a lot of time to build a product that actually works as you claim it works. It may need to have certifications. You may need to have, certain systems in place because you make your own product. So you're spending a lot of time in building that. So it may take a couple years. And then once those years, you've put those into place, you might be waiting about 3 to 5 years in order to make a profit off of all your investment. And again, you might be working all alone and unable to invest in mentorship and classes and how to do the things that you need to do. Because there's one thing that I've learned. I am a 1-3 generator, if any of you know about human design. I've just been learning this recently. And some people wonder why they operate the way that they do. And for me, I always thought, why is it everything I try just doesn't work out? I thought I was a failure because I've been looking to create my own offer for many years, always been open to it, but nothing felt like, hell yeah, this is amazing. And if I told you how much that I've spent over the years taking classes, coaching, trying to figure out why I was not even feeling like I wanted to actually make the investment, I mean, you would be floored. You absolutely would be floored. So when I found out all about affiliate marketing and attraction marketing, we'll go into that later. I was just blown away. I was like, if this really works the way that it does, this is amazing. And I felt that like in my gut, I felt lit up because, and we'll go over the offer. I loved the product. I had heard about the product. If you hear something in the background, my dog is dreaming. But I had heard about the product and I always wanted the product, but I never went far enough to figure out how I could buy the product. I was like, oh, that's cool, but I don't know how to do it. And I gave up. It was my human design. I wasn't ready yet. Um, but what I found with this is it was a low investment. it was a lot lower than six figures to get started. And the profit that I could create in just a short time, a few sales, I would already be in profit. And I didn't have all these overhead costs. I didn't have a staff to pay for. Um, I didn't have to wear all the hats because all the systems were already in place. And yeah, I thought, ooh, that's way too good to be true. Let's just see about that. But you know what kept going through my head was, well, if I fail at this, at least I finally got the product that I've been wanting for the last 7 years, and I'm happy with that. That was my out. But when I got in and I started learning about, the income that was available and how I would be in a community that um would help me every step of the way, I was in. I was scared. I was scared. It was like I didn't want to lose any more money. I was scared, but it was like it just it landed. It was definitely it. And when you know. I'm sure you've been, feeling that way about other things in life. You find the perfect pair of shoes, you're going to buy the shoes. This was very similar the same way. So the difference is definitely a lot easier. You don't have to wear all the hats. The plug and play systems, it's all laid out for us. You,
In order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to involve both time and money to do so up front.
mm,
Let me repeat that one more time. In order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both time and money to do so right out the gate. It's not like you're going to come in and do nothing and make a lot of money. It doesn't work that way. You have to put the time and the money in first, allow that to grow and expand, and then you will have that back later on.
hmm
Again, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're going to keep doing the same thing and expect something else, well, that's not going to happen, right? I believe that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again the same way and expecting something different. It doesn't
hmm
work that way. You have to be willing to put the time and the effort in up front for that payoff later on down the road.
And I just want to add real quickly, if that's okay, that's where the community comes in. Like when you're feeling down and you're feeling like you just can't go forward, you've got huge amounts of community of people that will help support you.
And there are going to be days that you're going to feel that way. That's a guarantee.
hmm
Lean on your support,
Lean on the
because if one
systems that are
person,
already working. Sorry.
and if one person can do it, you can do it.
Mm.
So, Enagic is the company that we do partner with, and these are the reasons why. So, it's water. Everyone needs and wants good water. People are buying water daily. Oh my goodness. When I first when I first came into this company, I actually sat at the grocery store and actually watched how many people actually bought water.
hmm
And they're buying bottled water and plastic
hmm
with all the nanoplastics in there. And this is a kicker for me. I found this out. That water in those plastic bottles sit in there for a year or two before they even hit the shelves.
hmm
Can you imagine what's in those? So why not share the best water? And this is electrolyzed reduced water, which is rich in hydrogen, and it's also known as Kangen water. The next point is my favorite. It is an eco-friendly, toxic-free sanctuary is what it creates. There are over, this number keeps changing. When I first came in, it was like 101 ways to use the water. Now it's like 80 plus, but there's so many different ways. I am probably only at like 40 uses for the water. I'm still learning and growing with everything you can do with it because it replaces so many products in your household and it gets rid of all the toxic chemicals that are in the products that we usually buy if we're not aware.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just turned 50 this year. So we are celebrating 50 years with this amazing company.
Mm-hmm.
And it is sustainable, zero waste, non consumable products. So this is going to help us fight against that plastic pandemic that's going on. Let's get rid of the single use plastics. We don't need them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. They are polluting our oceans. If you haven't seen them, this is fighting against that because that cute little machine in that picture, you pour water into glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Then it can be sold and shared anywhere, online, offline, globally.
Mm.
And we are a pioneer in the health and wellness industry. And Enagic offers 4 different key products that enhance health, build wealth, and protect the environment, which we are going into next.
Mm.
Yeah. So these are the amazing products that we recommend. There are 4/5 products right now. We have our K8, our Anespa, our M-Guard, and then our turmeric, which is our Ukon. Our K8 is our flagship ionizer. This is that beautiful machine that can produce anywhere from 2.5 all the way to 11.5 pH.
Mm.
So you got your 2.5, which is hypochlorous acid for disinfecting. You can do 6.0 for beauty water. You can do 11.5. Guess what? That's a degreaser, and it also removes the oil-based pesticides from your fruit, your veggies, and your meat. And let me tell you, that in and of itself for me was the game changer.
Mm.
You have no idea what comes off the things you soak in this water. It's quite gross.
Oh.
So that in and of itself was the game changer for me as well. And then you have your Anespa, which is going to be your home spa shower experience. So this is going to remineralize the water through an active charcoal ceramic filter while removing chlorine and bacteria to protect your skin and your family's skin. Then you have your M-Guard, which is your environment harmonizer. It targets, yes, it's targeting, sorry, high frequency electromagnetic. I'm getting excited and then I start tripping over my words. Targeting high frequency electromagnetic noise radiation. So it is going to block out everything from your computer, your phone, all your electronics. So it is going to defend against the things that we cannot see and help protect you and your family against those invisible forces. And then we have our Ukon, which is a game changer. It's chemical-free, wild turmeric grown in Kangen water in Japan, and it is a powerful antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory, and it is available in soap, capsules, and tea.
Mm. I love that.
Yes, me too. So just some quick facts with Enagic. We always get the question, is it a saturated market? No, it's not. Only 3 million machines have been sold worldwide so far. This company, as I mentioned, just turned 50 years old over the summer that we celebrated in Japan, and we are just starting to gain traction through the online space now versus door to door, which is what it used to be. We have so many opportunities here. And the founder, Mr. Oshiro, has a 500-year vision, as we discussed earlier, for this company. That is mind-blowing. And we are expanding into new countries, and we are in right now global growth. And
Mm-hmm.
we are as the people becoming hyper aware of our world, of what goes in our body and around us. So we are becoming hyper aware of taking care of ourselves. Where's our health? How poor our water quality is, and what we're actually going to do about that. We
Mm.
have the power. And and again, like I mentioned, we are the pioneers of the health and wellness industry.
Yes. So show me the numbers, you say. How do I come into this business and how do I get started? What's it really look like? We are very transparent with everything as it should be. This company holds so much integrity And although we don't advertise this outside normally, we do disclose everything on these webinars and classes for you to make the best educated decision for yourself. So let's start out. These are business builder packages, however you choose to come in. You can come in with one product, three products, or four products. These are the foundation of your business and how fast you will get your rate of return. Um, as you can see in the far left, I won't go through every single commission, but your first two sales, you're going to receive, this is just on a K8. There's other products that have a different commission attached to them. We're just going to use the single K8 on the far left. Your first and second sale are going to give you $351 a piece. When you're on your third sale to your 10th sale, you're going to receive $702 for that same K8. And then it keeps building. When you come in with, we call it a trifecta, obviously it's three products, and you can interchange your products. So in this example, we've got a shower system, a water system, and the Ukon supplements, tea, or soap. When you come in your first two sales, you're going to receive $586. On your third to 10th sale, you're going to receive $1,172 for selling those same products. And what I would like to say inside of this system that you're looking at, in the middle, you see 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. When you reach these levels of sales, you don't start over back at your first two sales in your second month. This is where the momentum comes in and the leverage. Say you've hit seven sales in your business, and you're in a 2A rank. Something happens and you've got to take a year off in your business. If you're like me, my dad had he developed dementia and required a lot of care. When you come back to your business, you're still going to be at that same level. You're not going to lose your rank or have to start over. That's where the momentum comes in. Or you've built your business, you've got those sales under you, and those people that bought from you, they're sharing the product. Your business is compounding while you've taken that time, just so say, to care for your parents. So your business is building even without you personally being there. That's where the leverage comes from. And when your people come in and share the product, you're going to be compounding your commissions. And as you can see, these are high ticket commissions. So instead of having to sell hundreds of products every month with a supplement or with hair care products and starting over, you don't have to do that here, which is the beauty of it. You can, what I love most is people in real estate or contractors, self-employed people that are already working. Like, these products can complement their sales and their service that they offer. They can affiliate with the products that they use. And I love that because, especially with real estate brokers, agents, oh my gosh, you're selling homes anyway. And we always ask when we buy a home, do you have any referrals for people around? Do you have any referrals for this or that? And all you have to do is refer water products that people already want and they're looking for. And you've just increased even your real estate commission. Like, seriously, you could refer one quad package a month in being a real estate broker, and make an extra 70 something thousand dollars a year just by a referral that you left for them upon a sale of a house. Like, really? That's incredible. That's really incredible. And again, you're compounding, so you're not going back and starting over again. So even if you have a business, you can build upon your business Anyway, let's get back to the number. That's where the leverage comes in, and you can see these commissions. So let's move on to this slide. This is where it really, really gets amazing. However, we don't focus on this until we get to a certain level because, well, or maybe we do. We think about the legacy income. In this business, you can build generational wealth. And I've heard that in many, many businesses. And I'm like, can you show me the plan? And they can't ever show me the plan. They just use the language. In here, this is willable. Willable is the key word. Willable. You can pass down your income to your family, to your spouse, to, if you don't have that, to friends. It is willable. And when you get to a certain level, 6A2-3, you'll see that circled in the middle. You got a 25,000 bonus when you hit it, and you get a $5,000 monthly bonus for life. That may not sound much to you, but this is on top of the business commissions that you already built. And if you were to pass away, your people are still building. Your people are still building. So you still have all of this coming in. This is just like the cherry on top. It really doesn't get any better than this. And what's amazing is you can build multiple legacy businesses within your Enagic business. And depending on how you come in and how you build your business, this is why it's so important to be in alignment with it, because you want to build it in order to optimize the plan. Mr. Oshiro, like Amanda said, a 500-year-old vision, or a 500-year vision, not old. We're not that old. He knows what he's doing. And there is money in there for the next 500 years because of that. So let that land. I'm halfway through my life. I would love to pass this down to the next person and even have three of these businesses within my Enagic business. Like it's pretty amazing. It really is. Oh, here's my favorite slide. Oh, my favorite slide. We get a lot of, I don't like the traditional MLMs. I don't want to do network marketing. I don't want to do any of that. Network marketing is a very, very, very broad umbrella. And MLM, I think, is very much misunderstood. Because if you look at it, when you work at a job, whether it's a corporate position, a salaried position, you are in a pyramid structure. You're in a binary structure. You will never surpass the person that you work for. I shouldn't say that. You could be, but you'll never really surpass the CEO of the company, put it that way. You will never top that. And you are still relying on a paycheck. And with traditional MLMs, you do have a monthly quota. You do lose your rank if you don't perform, and you make about $20 to $150 per sale. This is considered low ticket. Not a bad thing. It's just low ticket. There are usually membership fees, and there is no legacy income. When you pass, it's gone. There's usually licensing fees and minimums that you have to purchase for yourself in order to stay active within your company. And it relies on recruiting. With our business structure, we are considered a direct sales model. So we do not have a binary system. We don't build on a pyramid structure. And we can have 3 different businesses within our structure. There are no quotas. You do not derank. And you make about $400 to $69.54 per sale. How does that feel? There's a one-time investment. When you purchase your product, you get lifetime rights, distributorship through a Enagic, lifetime. So if you purchase your product and you're like, I don't know if I want to build a business, I'd never thought about that. Guess what? If you decide 6 years down the road, wow, like I would really like to build this business, you can. You don't have to do it right when you come in. I have many people that didn't even realize what was involved with this and have started building years later. That's okay. This is considered high ticket and it has limitless willable legacy income. I showed you that. It's willable. That is the key word. There are no licensing fees and no minimum purchases monthly, no subscriptions, no nothing. And we use attraction marketing. We attract people to us. It's not really, you can build your business based on just sales, all direct sales, or you can build on your sales having sales. But we don't actively recruit. We don't reach out and DM people. We don't do any of that. It doesn't align with the business model and how Mr. Oshiro would like to build the business. And that's just how it is. We are the middleman. We are the advertising. And that's what I love most about this business. So those are the differences. We are not a traditional MLM. However, we can be considered network marketing, more so a direct model, direct sales model.
All right. How do we make sales? We kind of went through this in the beginning, but this is going to show you in a different way. So we all have social media, right? Yes. So we are going to create content or ads, however you want to do it. If you want to pay or you want to do organic, you're more than welcome to do either. Because again, we're creating a business that aligns with you. Who are you and what do you want? What is going to align with your values? That's the stuff you are going to write content on, and you're going to post it on your social media. Then you're going to share a free class like this one. How did you get here?
Yeah.
You are going to share the classes, and we have the classes for you, right? Then you're going to utilize the sales team to take your calls, unless you feel confident to take your own, so you can get the practice in. And again, you're going to utilize the community. You're going to utilize whatever you need to grow and expand. And then you're going to invest. You're going to invest in your own wellness products. So the builder business packages, think. Then you're going to launch your business and you're going to start making sales. And again, there's so many resource groups. There's so many mentorships. We're not going to get into all of that because sometimes that can be a little overwhelming. I remember when I first came in, my biggest thing was, am I going to be supported? Well, I was so supported that I'm like, okay, I need to back up out of here and really see which aligns with me. Where is my alignment with all of these different groups, with all of these different communities and people? You're going to fit somewhere. And then you're going to use the resources. You're going to utilize the mentorships. And you're going to launch your business.
May I add, you can do that all within the first 30 days. It's very, very easy. Even for someone like me that didn't even know what a funnel was.
And we're going to share all of that.
Yeah. So this just goes over again how we actually automate the systems and make the sales. And we have the systems to process the sales. We have a sales team that will take the calls, that will qualify your leads and people that actually want to come in and see how it all works. With the automated systems, it gives you your time back to do what you want to do. And let those systems work for you. Lean on them. Sometimes we want to get in and do all the things, and then we get overloaded because we don't know how to do them. Lean on the systems. That's why they're there. Totally. And the sales calls are done for you. If you want to do your own, you're more than welcome to. We teach you how to do that as well. Easy peasy.
If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you are no longer here. I mean, that's a direct quote to my soul. Like when I read the whole thing, it's like, ugh. It's like, let me
Mm-hmm.
lessen that blow just a tad bit. But we
Mm-hmm.
really have to start utilizing, things are shifting, things are changing. We need to start figuring out what works for us. And if we don't want to be tied down to a job constantly, we need to figure out how to make money in any aspect and every aspect of our life. If we're awake or sleeping, we still want money rolling in.
And it's a great feeling.
You wake up, cha-ching. Okay.
26. Oh, and this is just our global community of like-minded change makers. There's going to be people in there just like you. And again, as we had talked about, there's many different groups of support. If you're a coach in the coaching industry, we have a ton of coaches already in. If you are even a doctor, we have a ton of doctors in different groups. If you're just a visionary, we have a lot of dancers and artists and healers. Everybody finds a place in this business for sure. We also have a group that will allow you to utilize personal growth. Maybe you have some healing to do. Maybe you want a team of women that is really, really like highly successful and you want to learn from them. We have another group for that. This is what you get to join.
And that group, just let me chime in real quick,
Mhm.
has been a game changer for me. And I'm sure it
Yeah.
has been. I mean, I can't speak for Jill,
Oh, it
but
has.
I
You
know
know it has.
that group in and of itself has been a game changer for us. The
Mhm.
growth that you experience, how she expands and opens your mind around things, and really how you sit and contemplate different. Like it's critical thinking that we actually don't learn.
We weren't taught
So,
that even
no,
in
so it was a
college.
game changer. Like I have to, what?
Mhm.
Okay, let me sit here and do that. Like it was so weird at first. And then it's like, holy crap, like I'm seeing the shifts, I'm feeling the shifts.
Mhm.
So that community in and of itself is a masterpiece.
Oh,
And
very
for
well
those
said.
fast action takers that are here right now, you have 48 hours to take action. If you are ready to take action now, Jill and I would love to gift you with a magical live list masterclass
Oh, there you go.
right here that we have actually learned from a group from her. And that class in and of itself for us was a game changer. And
Mhm.
we took and utilized the most important pieces in that class and we share with you because we want you to live the life you know you want, you to live the life you know you deserve.
Mhm.
And this class is going to show you how to do that. It's like you look back and it's a beautiful way of how to explain things. Like if you're looking back at your life, what memories do you want to create? Write that down and go create it that way.
Mhm.
And we get into the specifics and how to actually do that with this magical live list masterclass. And I know you want to chime in.
Oh, well, instead of having goals that we have to hit that feel fast,
Hmm.
when we start looking in, our future and our present and our past are all happening simultaneously all the time. Our future becomes our past in a second. And when we stop looking at what we want to create in our future Sometimes that can be overwhelming, and this class will show you how to create the memories that you want to have in your future. And when you do that, you would be shocked at how the universe aligns all of your events, your thinking, and your processes to come into your future and happen for you. It happens very, very quickly. That's what this class is. And that's why I love it so much. There are 7 days in a week, and someday is not one of them. Kind of like if you do nothing, nothing changes. I love these quotes.
Me too, because they hit.
So we are here to answer any questions about setting up, creating your own legacy. We're available for sales calls with you to dive deeper. Doesn't mean you're committed to anything, not at all. But if you have more questions, please reach out to Amanda or me or both of us and set up some success for 2025 or even some action to get you on the path that you really truly desire, creating the income. Having income, money, I'm going to just say it. Money is currency. It's nothing but energetics. And we usually either love it or hate it. If you hate it, you'll have it. You could already be very successful, but you just can't hold on to it. Or you hold on to it so much that you're afraid to take risk and you're afraid of what will happen if it's gone. And we teach you all of that inside of this. So reach out and have a conversation if you so choose. And anything else, Miss Amanda?
Just remember, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
Get on a call, see what it's all about. Ask your questions. You can figure it out from there. There's going to be no pressure here, but we
Mm-hmm.
are going to share with you the possibilities here. But go with your gut. What's your gut telling you?
Mm-hmm.
Take care of you, your health, your wealth, and your impact.
Yeah. So thank you for coming today. Thank you for investing the time with us and with yourself. And we look forward to any conversations that you might have. Bye for now.